Okay, just for recording, I will once again quickly explain. Okay, so now we are going to measure the speed of the wave in a different medium. Okay, once if the speed is measured here, say if you are here, the speed is c, that is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. And again, if you measure the speed of the reflected wave, and again you will get the same answer, because both incident wave and the reflected wave here is in the same medium, air medium. So for air, the velocity in the air is 3 into 10 power 8 meter per second. Then when the refracted wave is in some other medium, you are getting the speed something around 0.66 c, 0.66 c. Okay, then what is, and again your speed of the light in any medium follows this relation. Okay, whenever you are in some other medium, your speed is equal to free space velocity divided by square root of epsilon r. Already square root of epsilon r and n square is related like this, so you can replace square root of epsilon r with n. Then I know c is there 1 by n, because 1 by n value is 1.515. Okay, 1.515. Then once if you calculate 1.515, then that will give you the 0.066 c. Okay, that means what your simulation and mathematical formula is matching. And you have the flexibility to vary your frequency or wavelength of the signal. So once you can vary the frequency or wavelength, then even if you vary the frequency or wavelength, there will not be any change in the reflection angle or refracted angle and the intensity. Okay, and again really I have to measure the intensity, but and again definitely there will not be any change in the intensity, I believe. Okay, so but then even if you change your frequency or wavelength, there is no change in these angles or the speed of the wave. So and again what is clear, the speed of the wave is independent of frequency. You may be thinking, if the frequency value is high, it will go very fast. If the frequency value is low, it will go very slow. That is not the case. Okay, the speed of the electromagnetic wave is independent of frequency. Okay, the speed of the electromagnetic wave or light is independent of frequency. Sorry, I think we are doing something wrong calculation. Yes, speed in the sense, yes, speed is independent of frequency only where once if you are not changing the medium, because speed really depends on the medium. But as far as your light or em wave is on the same medium, even if you change your frequency, say what I am telling, say I am here 0.67, because I am really a different medium. When I use this wavelength, I am getting this speed. Now I am changing my frequency of operation now, and again there is no much change, in the speed, there is no much change in the speed of the wave. That means what, the in a particular medium, okay, we are not changing the medium properties. In a particular medium, the speed is independent of frequency or wavelength. Okay, in a given medium. Okay, because once if you really change the medium, then speed will change. But in a given medium, it may be a glass or water or air or something else. In a given medium, the speed of the wave is always constant. That is not constant, the speed of the wave is independent of frequency or wavelength. That is another important idea you have to remember, because whenever you are having some medium, you should not have that wrong idea, like if the frequency is high, it will go fast, if the frequency is less, it will go slow. Okay, that's not the idea. Okay, it's always independent of frequency or wavelength. Speed, when in a given medium, speed is independent of frequency or wavelength. Okay, that's clear from this experiment. Okay, now I will go further. Okay, what is the time? Okay, we'll discuss for another 20 minutes, then we'll finish. Okay, now I we'll see sound nature, because most often we are having confusion between the sound and em waves. Now we'll see the nature of the sound. Screen தெரியுதா sir? Yes. Are you getting the screen?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Oh, you are getting some screen. That's okay. Okay. Now, please wait a bit. Yes, sir. Screen தெரியுதா சார் உங்களுக்கு? I think simulation window மட்டும் visible இருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன். I think. Are you getting complete simulation window?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So இப்போ பாருங்க, இங்க ஒரு லேடி இருக்காங்க. Some speaker is there. Okay. And again, this is the source. Okay, source of the sound. Okay, speaker is the source of the sound. It is producing the sound with 500 hertz. It is producing the sound with 500 hertz. When I change this, say I'm using low frequency, then how the wave is traveling? Okay, when I use low frequency, only one frequency, 131 hertz, my wave is slowly traveling. Okay, and I can make as slow as possible. If it is 10, it is very slowly it is going. And also I can increase. When I increase, the sound wave is going very fastly. The sound wave is going very fastly. Okay, now and again here up to 1 kilohertz they're given. Okay, so and again if I keep maximum 1 kilohertz, then how the sound wave is going? Definitely even the sound wave also will go in a spherical nature. The sound wave also will go in a spherical nature. Okay, that's very much clear from this one. Then also I can increase the amplitude. Okay, once if I increase the amplitude, then the intensity is little bit high as compared to the previous case, because I think you can observe, because now I have reduced the amplitude. I am at some frequency. I have reduced the amplitude. Now you can see the intensity of sound wave, and also I can increase the amplitude. Now the intensity of wave is a little bit high. I have increased. Okay, so then I can observe this sound nature. See, when I am at some frequency, what is the sound nature? Okay, now I will enable the audio. Okay, so wait a bit, I will make you to listen this. I will connect my computer audio to you. Are you getting some sound? Some sound. ஏதாவது சவுண்ட் வருதா உங்களுக்கு?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you are getting some sound now, some irritating sound. Now I am going to change my frequency. Okay, so first before frequency, increase the amplitude. Okay, now I am reducing the amplitude. இப்போ சவுண்ட் உங்களுக்கு வருதா? அந்த அளவுக்கு கேட்காது. இப்போ amplitude na reduce பண்ணிட்டு உங்க sound கேட்காது, because sound is very less. The speaker is producing very less amplitude, so sound is not heard to you. Now you are hearing some sound. நான் இப்போ என்ன பண்ண போறேன் அப்படின்னு பாத்தீங்கன்னா, I am going to change the frequency. Say from 30 hertz, I am going to some other frequency, 300 hertz. Are you hearing some other sound? Yes, sir. Please, yes, somebody sir. Respond. You are getting some other sound because I have changed the frequency. And please remember, these are all like a single tone frequency, because I am using only one frequency at any point of time. So this is like a single tone frequency. If you have a doubt on this experiment, you can do this in laboratory also. You produce some waves from this signal generator. You try to connect the wave to the speaker. then you can really observe this in practice. In real time also you can observe this if you have doubt on this experiment. Now I increase further. Now you are getting some other sound. Okay.
Frequency range, sir.
Yes, sir. Frequency was something like 700 Hz. இங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா தெரியுமே, my mouse movement is there. Screen visible தானே இருக்கு உங்களுக்கு?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. இங்க இருக்கு பாருங்க 700 Hz. Now you are hearing 700 Hz. 1 kilohertz. Now I am at 1 kilohertz. I am increasing the amplitude, or I can decrease the amplitude. I can do anything. I can increase or decrease. Now what I am going to do, I am going to vary the frequency much fastly. Are you getting like a music? Music மாதிரி வந்ததா அப்போ?
Yes, sir.
So that means what? When I am fastly varying the frequency, I am producing all frequency. It's something like that. Simultaneously, I am producing all frequency. That means what? In reality, whatever the things that we are talking or listening or audio, everything is combination of many frequency. Everything is what? Combination of many frequency. That you understand first. Whatever we are talking, our voice is not a simple, not a simple single tone frequency. It is like a combination of frequency. Okay, whenever we are talking, that will produce the combination of frequency that is around from up to 4 kilohertz, up to 4 to 5 kilohertz. Okay, so when I change this frequency, really you are getting some music. Okay, really you are getting some music structure. Okay. And again, you can do this experiment in both the mode. You can act as a speaker and you can act as a listener. You can act as a speaker, you can act as a listener. And definitely, you know, if you have generated something, that will take some time to reach the listener. Okay, because whatever the things that you are generating, it will take some time. So now I will generate some tone. I will also hear the tone. Okay. I'm generating and I can hear as this source is continually generating. Now this is like you are in a speaker mode. What the speaker is generating. Now you are like hearing what the speaker is generating. Now you are hearing what is the content here by this lady, because when this lady is near, she can hear more sound. Okay, when this lady is near to the speaker, okay, she can hear more sound. When she goes far away, what happens? She is getting less sound. Yes, sir, are you getting this idea? Because these are all simple only, because when you are near to the speaker, you will get more sound. When you go far away from the speaker, you will get less sound. You will get less sound. So you can hear the audio in terms of both the speaker and listener. Okay, how this is changing. Okay. Now I can measure the time, but what time we are measuring, I don't know here. What is the measurement here? I don't know what you can measure. It's something is going like a seconds, but if it is of some dB like that, then you would have got some idea regarding the amplitude of the sound wave, but they have given some other thing. Okay. Next, two source interference. See, at a time he is hearing two source. Okay, now how it will look like. Okay, then Purida sir, now two speaker is separately generating 500 Hz. He is here. Now when he is here, the wave will get interfere. Okay, because when he is exactly in the middle, both the wave will get interfere with each other. You will get some mixed tone. You will get some mixed tone actually. When you stand here, you will get only single wave like 500 Hz. Okay, only single wave. When you stand here, you will get combination of the wave. When you stand here, you will get single wave. When you stand here, you will get single wave. When you stand here, you will get both the wave. So That's very intuitive, because once if you stand near to two source, sorry, in between the two source, you will hear, because once if you are in between the two source, you'll get the audio from both the source. They'll get interference with each other. They'll interfere with each other. So now they are showing what is the interference. Okay, what is the interference? If there are two sources, then how it is interfering. Okay, how it is interfering. Okay, the next one is interference by reflection. Now some speaker is producing the sound and it is getting reflected, and it is getting reflected. See, if you stand somewhere, say if I am standing here, I am listening the song. If I am standing here, if I am listening the song, I will get the direct wave as well as the reflected echo. I will get the direct wave and also reflected echo. Okay, then we have to try to cancel this echo. We have to try to cancel this echo. To cancel this only, okay, but because to cancel this echo, the room has to be designed very precisely. Okay, the structure of the room has to be in a different manner, but because in theaters and all, you would have seen the structure, some structure like that, because in theater they really have to avoid the reflection. If there is reflection in the theater, you will not listen anything. Okay, the theater has been designed in such a way that will absorb all reflection, and that too, if you would have seen that side walls is made of some material, some particular material, some precise material that will not reflect the sound, that will not reflect the sound, that will try to absorb the sound, that will try to absorb the sound. And also the structure of the side walls has been made in such a way that will not reflect the sound waves, that will not reflect the sound waves, because if there is a reflection in the theater, then definitely you will not listen anything. Okay, you will not get anything. Complete interference will be there, complete interference will be there. Sometime you would have realized this, because when you use the speaker in the new room, okay, if you are not properly positioning your speaker, you will get lot of echo. Then the listeners will not listen anything. Okay, they cannot get any useful information from the speaker. Once if the setup is not correct, then they'll not get any useful information. And also I can change the wall angle. Okay, when I change the wall angle, what happens? How the interference goes? I can change wall angle like this, anything. Okay, I can increase the amplitude, I can change the frequency, sound mode, pulse mode. Pulse mode means simply they are sending one pulse, sir. They are not sending the continuous wave. Simply they are sending one pulse. The pulse is traveling. That's it. Okay, then what will happen if this is near, say one pulse is coming from here and it is hitting here, then it is getting reflected. Okay, the pulse is getting reflected. It's going like this. Okay, that's the idea, because the pulse can be continuous or it is a simple pulse. Okay, and then listen with varying pressure. This is final one we are discussing. We'll discuss now. Okay. Listen with varying pressure. Now I will enable the audio. I will enable the audio. Yes, sir, you are listening something? Yes, definitely you will listen something. Yes, sir, audible?
Yes, sir.
Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove the air from the box. Slowly I am removing the air from the box. Please, you can observe here. Initially my pressure was 1 atmosphere, 1 atm. Now my pressure inside this box is reducing. I am taking all the air outside. I am removing all the air outside. Now finally there is no air inside this box. It's completely vacuum. Are you hearing any audio now?
No,
audio?
sir.
No. That means what? For the propagation of sound energy, you need some atmospheric pressure. Okay, in vacuum, sound energy cannot go. Please verify it. Verify this statement from the web. Okay, I'm telling as per this experiment, because I don't remember. Okay, what is exactly correct? But from this experiment, it's clear that if there is no air pressure, then the sound energy is not traveling. Okay, somehow I have taken all the air outside, but even though the speaker is producing the sound, that is not heard by this fellow who is sitting here. Okay, then now I am going to add the air to the box. Now I am adding air to the box. Now what is happening? So now my wave is coming outside. Now I am hearing something. Okay, now I am hearing something. Okay, now I will go to the speaker mode. Anyway, I will hear more sound when I am at speaker mode. Okay, now I will remove the air. What happens? Now I am at speaker mode. What speaker is doing when the air goes to 0? And from this they are telling, even if you are at the speaker mode, if there is no air, proper air, then it cannot produce sound. Even inside the box, it cannot produce the sound. Now also you are not hearing any sound. Okay, so this is some simple experiment with respect to sound. Okay, how the sound energy travels from one place to another. Okay, then what happens in case of interference? Okay, so இதெல்லாமே வந்து நம்மளுக்கு எக்ஸ்ட்ரா அதுதான். But finally what you have to understand properly, you have to understand the Snell's law, sir. That is very, very important. Finally you have to understand the Snell's law. Okay, is there any other doubt?